What's up, guys? Long time no live. I'm gonna get some people in here and then I'll start talking. What is up, guys? We got 20 people in here. Sorry, trying to get this going here. I haven't been live. I've been doing other things that are much more important than YouTube. So what's going on? Any questions, anything you want to ask, please comment in the box right here. I will get to everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about any issues that I've had with my car and what I think about it and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So if you have any questions, please, seriously, just get in the box. Get in the box. Just put the questions in the box. So race car life is done. No, race car life is not done. It's just that it's January. And I live in the Northeast, so there's nothing to do right now. It's boring, so I'm using my my free time to do other things. I don't want to put up a video like every week or like I do have my own life. I don't need to be so personal with everything all the time. So no, I'm not done with race car life. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. The van will be getting some modifications here and there. I put up a video of doing the catch can setup in the van, which is really important for anybody that has like a 3.5 EcoBoost or a 2.7 EcoBoost, because those turbos create a lot of blow-by in the PCV system, and what happens is it gunks up the valves. And when you gunk up the valves, you're going to cause problems in the long run. So if you have either of those motors, I really suggest getting a catch can. There's a lot of different options out there on the market. Me personally, I like JLT because JLT, every time I use the JLT product, it's always been 100%. Everything fits good, and they're really fast shipping. And any questions I have, those guys pick up the phone. So any kind of catch can setup, I definitely suggest getting JLT. So guys, what did you think about my last video with the whole tick coming back? I mean, listen, I did not want it to come back. The reason why I made the video was to explain to everybody that it did come back, because I wouldn't want to lie to you guys and say, no, it's fucking running like a top, when it's really not, and it's making a lot of noise. So it was really good for a while. I put about 1,000 miles on it, and I came out in the morning and I remote started the car. And since it's cold and I do have the Vortec on the car, I remote start the car twice. So usually, like, I think it runs for like 10 minutes. So I remote started twice to make sure everything's warm, because I don't want to damage the supercharger, because the temps have been below 30. And I came out and I just heard it, and I was like, mother, come on. Like, seriously, again? But it was amazing how that additive worked like instantly. The second I put it in, it was gone. So whatever, just sticking it out for now. I'm still undecided on what I'm going to be doing with the car overall in general, but I'm at that point where it's like, all right, people, most of you guys, there's 41 people in here, most of you have slow cars. I hate to say it like that, but no one understands what it is to keep up with the maintenance and keep up with the car when you start getting faster. So I'm at that point where, okay, I went 10-0, the car is really fast. It's really fast to me. It's not really fast to everybody. There has been cars that have been faster than me, but I'm at the point where shit is going to start breaking. If I don't start replacing the right parts and putting certain things in it, and then you lose the drivability of the car. And a lot of guys don't understand, if you don't have a car that you got to constantly check up and maintenance, it's a pain in the ass. I want to enjoy the car. I stopped enjoying the car And it's not because of the power. It's just the thing, everything that I added to the car to support the power. So just like my diff whines so loud because of the billet diff bushings, things like that. It takes the enjoyment out of the car. I put my stock exhaust back on because my car sounds amazing with cat deletes in the stock exhaust. So I mean, that's where the point I'm at with my car. I drive it all over the place. I actually just hit 11,000 miles today. Yes, if you guys see my little video, I do some thrifting and stuff. So I do drive my car all over the place to go thrifting. And that's another one of my little hobbies. Will ever hit YouTube is a possibility because there is a huge following for that. People love to know how to make extra money, but I'm not that good at it yet, and I'm working on it. So we'll see how that goes. What's up, guys? Okay, let me look at these comments here. Getting a fuel system, man. No, I'm not getting a fuel system. You look a little thinner. Maybe it's your hat. I shaved my beard down, so maybe I look a little thinner. But actually, my doctor put me on some medication. I think the medication made me lose some weight. Does the tick come and go? Or is it back 100%? I know you're a stickler for this shit. No, it's back. It hasn't gone away. Glad you're honest about it. Yes, Xander, I'm always honest about it. That's why people hate me, because I'm brutally honest. Man, Squizzle, what's up, kid? What's popping? Albert, you run it until it blows. Yeah, come on, bro. If my engine blows, you're gonna PayPal me the money to help me out. Let's see, 1,000 miles seems too soon to be thinking. Yes, I agree. After 1,000 miles, I don't know if the weather has something to do with it. It's been cold, but it's like hot, cold. It's all over the place. Trading in for GT500. Listen, if you want to PayPal me 100,000, I'll give you my PayPal address right now. I won't even ask for you to add the fees. I'll take the hit on the fees, the $3,000. Talk about the engine tick clearance problem. I don't know nothing about the engine tick and the clearance problem. I'm not a machinist. I don't build engines. I have no idea. You can't catch anyone. He blows, man. Average. I know it's the same thing. Your car isn't that fast, bro. No, Dan, it's not fast at all. It just goes 10-0 at 135. Let's see, Ivan. I plan on getting either 5.0 GT or F-150. I like the whole F-150 platform. There's a lot you could do with it. There's a lot of mods you could do to it. Oz Tuning, he's like the F-150 guy. I'm on their Facebook page, and I'm pretty amazed by everything that you could do with an F-150. If you aren't following Dorian Boosted F-150, go to his channel. He's got a Roush. I'm sorry, not a Roush. A Whipple-powered 18 F-150 single cab. The truck is... It's amazing. Go follow his channel. If you want to know about boosted F-150 stuff, definitely go follow him. Homeless people thrift. Yes, no. Homeless people don't thrift. People that like to make money thrift. What's up, Lockdown? Yeah, the tick definitely don't like me. Either did those Viking Crusaders. They didn't like me either. I'm running the cradle lockout kit from BMR, and that's where all my noise is coming from. What's up, Boosted 17? Change to max F and NA, which is easier to maintain. Hit it with some NOS. Listen, there's no I don't know. I want to definitely play with nitrous. I'm not gonna lie. It is a thought, but I don't want to be on this live right now and tell you, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I'm the type I like to do. When I say I'm gonna do it, I like to do it. I have no idea what direction the car is going to go in. I'm very confused. I'm more disappointed that I'm losing the drivability that I love with the car. Like, it's just so much going on, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. So we'll figure it out in the next couple of weeks. I was supposed to move into that garage. We've been waiting. This guy said you guys could have the garage this weekend. Apparently, he put a bathroom in it, and this guy's MIA. So I told the guys that I was supposed to be going in on the garage with them. I want out. I don't want to even be bothered, because if this guy has been dicking us around for about a month now, I don't want to play. I don't want to give someone my money that I work for that can't give me a straight answer of when we can move in. So, whatever. I'll figure something out. My business is doing pretty well. I took a different approach. So if I need to, we're me and my partner are actually thinking about getting a location, like an actual, like a brick and mortar front. So I'll figure something out. What's up, stupid fast truck? What's up, rock and roll? LS power? Nah, I'm not LS guy. I don't like that shit. Just hand jobs for money. No, I don't do that. Money stock on a second engine, making the noise after 80 miles, but it's a different noise than yours. That sucks, bro. No, I'm not taking off my shirt unless you want to You want me to take my clothes off? You know, hit that super chat. No problem. What does your dealer? What is my dealer doesn't say nothing about the tick. My car's never been to the dealer. He bought a Toyota. I got a 4Runner. Listen, I could drive that thing into the ground. What's the build date on your car? My build date is December of 2017. It's not a bad batch of built. These things are happening to like every car that's been built. My whole thing is I think is that sorry, I had to put somebody in timeout. That it's affecting everybody, and you got to be fucking deaf if you can't hear, because every 5.0 that I've been around that is an 18 or a 19 makes the noise. You got a lot of trolls. Yeah, I got tons of trolls in here. Who wants to be a moderator? Who wants to be a moderator? All right, he's a moderator. We got him, so you can handle that. I mean, there's not that many people in here. Listen, I'm working on it, Steve. I'm definitely working on it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm working on it. I've been hustling really hard. I've been busting my ass the last couple weeks. I'm not settling no more. I can't even justify putting like another $100 into my car. I have a Whipple F-150 too. Yo, Stupid Fast Truck has a Whipple F-150. I mean, yo, I think the coolest thing, and I was talking to Stang Mode about this, is I would love, because obviously if you guys don't know, I do auto glass, and so my business is like 100% mobile. I'm almost I'm the same shit as Safe Light, but I'm like my own company. So what I think would have been a great idea, and I think about it. Oh, I got a fucking pimple. I think about it all the time, is to get a single cab F-150, 6 foot, 6.5 foot bed, 5.0, the Coyote, put a Whipple on, or put boost to it some way, and I could roll around doing my windshield and being a boosted truck, and I could be beating up on cars driving around. Because I'm in Jersey all the time, so you know, I think it'd be a really, really cool idea, and it'd bring something different to my channel. Because my channel, I'm not saying my channel's dying out. My views aren't up. My subscriber count isn't really going up. It's going up very slowly, and it's just because it's hard for me to actually you know, make videos, because I don't have much content. I try to be as original as possible. If you guys know, and you know, you are actually if you guys holy shit, I'm trying to look at the chat and think at the same time. I try to be as original as possible, because most of the guys and most of the Mustang YouTube channels, it's like it became like a shit show. So I'm not mentioning any names, but it's just like a shit show lately. And like, I don't even watch other people's YouTube channels, just because it's just so much, you know, so much bullshit to it. You know, it's everybody's making the same videos and all the bullshit, and just like, you know, I know you got to kind of make it in the sense of like, so it's good, so you get recommended when you have similar videos and stuff, but it's just not me. It's hard for me to do that. What's up, Hassan? I haven't seen you in a while. Too bad, you know. Yeah, my windshield cracked. Yeah, that would have been nice. I would have hooked you up. Yeah, guys, if anybody needs a windshield, tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, you know, feel free to hit me up. I'll give you a really good price. And then if you have a Mustang, if you have a S197, you have an S550, I will hook you up so I can do a video on it. So get in touch with me. The moderators, I assigned some people to be moderators. Please do not ban Man Squizzle, or don't put him in timeout, because that's a really good friend of mine. So if he says anything, I'm not paying attention. He's just breaking my chops, so he could do whatever he wants besides get naked in my channel. Guys, I have 69 people in here. I do not have one thumbs up. Are you serious? Oh, now I have 10? Oh, maybe I was reading it wrong. So I only have 10. 300. Yo, that's my man. Yo, Quad. Oh, hold on. We got to make him a moderator too. This is my boy. So Quad Crazy Keith. He's another guy. He's from PA. He's up in like the Harrisburg area. My man's a thrifter like me. He helps me out. He gives me a lot of advice. He does it pretty much for a living. He's got an 18 GT that ticks like a bitch, and he's got 28,000 miles on it. So, I mean, if his motor didn't blow, if my motor didn't blow up yet, come on. all the power I make, all the beating I put on it. Thank you. Thank you very much for that donation, Ivan. I definitely appreciate it. Beer, caffeine-free soda. It is a caffeine-free soda. I do not drink caffeine anymore. I became a big bitch. Like literally became a bitch as I get older. But my blood pressure is a little bit on the higher side, so I'm trying to like, I'm trying to take care of myself. So like I could keep making videos and not like have a heart attack like when I go to lean over to change my tire and I just drop dead. So don't be jealous or hey, you'll lose more followers. I don't know what that comment is. That's not hating. It's stating my opinion that people all make the same videos. So I don't know who you are. I never seen you before, but yeah, I'm not gonna lose any followers. I'm sure. I don't really lose many of them. I gain them, just not fast. Thank you, Steve. You're the greatest. So, guys, if you have any questions, please ask. What's the story on the twin turbos? The twin turbos setup is completely squashed, guys. It is squashed. I know it's disappointing, but it's just not in the picture right now. Let's see. Oh, God, there's a lot of moderators in this. So, guys, if you want to see a fast car, everybody over go to Xander 13 Automotive. He's got like the fastest car ever. He's got all the Corsa cool shit now. And obviously he's a big sponsored guy. So, guys, go check out Xander if you haven't been to his channel yet. I'm sure you have because he just had a video that has almost 1 million views, which is pretty goddamn insane. So, guys, if you haven't seen that video, just go help him out because if he gets money, then he could buy my supercharger if I decide to sell it. Peace out, bro. Yo, Ma. I mean, yo, you break everybody's chops, man. You love breaking chops. How much power can you make on my setup? I could probably make like another 100 horsepower. But then it takes the whole I gotta change belts. I gotta change the pulley. I gotta put a fuel system in it. There's no E85 really close to me. So it just makes things difficult. I don't want to make it difficult. I want to be able to just remote start my car, jump in it, and go. That's what that's what I wanted from the start. Listen, being the fastest, going the fastest, it just doesn't change anything. There's other guys out there that have channels that their car might not be the fastest, but they're really good. And I'm not going to talk about that guy, but you could be a really good driver. So it could hurt a lot of feelings. It's hurt my feelings a couple times. Oh, wait. Did you finish your car? Poor guy's garage. Did you finish the car? Aren't you? You're the CX Racing dude, right? With CX Racing manifolds? Yeah, we got to go live from the Gold Rush. I don't know. Every time I go in there, I get kicked out. She's running. Did you get the car tuned? Like, what's going on with it? Guy, I don't know if you have a channel, but if you have, I'll tell everybody to go follow you because you went you went pretty hard with that setup. I know we were thinking of. I can't do it right now. It's just not in the picture. No, I have no oil pump gears in my car. Everything's stock. My motor's stock unopened. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at something that's kind of important. My car is much faster roll racing than it is dig racing. No, I'm not gonna get anything. I'm sticking to what I have now. I mean, if the converter comes out, then yeah, maybe I'll get the converter. I just don't think I'm gonna be drag racing as much this year. I have a lot more stuff going on. I cannot, like I have to put priority in front of drag racing. I can't take off Saturdays if there's money to be made because I want to go drag racing. Like, yeah, maybe once in a while, but last year I just kind of abused my privileges. I literally was at the track as much as I could go. But this year is going to be different. I have a lot more stuff going on. What was my best trap speed with the Vortec? 141, and that was on a 3.6 pulley, and that was only I don't know. I don't have a boost gauge, but like max, like it's like 9 to 10 pounds of boost. I am married, Steve. So I mean, yeah, yo, it's funny because the only person I got that on video is Incredible Hemi, and it was really really humid that day. It wasn't a nice day either. I went 141 at I had a shitty 60 foot. I had like a 1.7 foot. I think the car went 10-1 at 141. I had like 178 60 foot. It just sucks. It sucks. I just it's I know. I would love to go. I would love to set the car up for drifting. Then I have to swap the tranny out. What should the car be running? I mean, the car it should. I went the first time out. The first time I ever took the car to the track, it wasn't dialed in yet. I think my first pass, I went like 11:20, and I went 11:30. It was really hot. It was a high DA, and I ran at a track that's a real high altitude in the mountains. And then I went to my local, which would be my local track, which is about an hour and a half away, the following day, and the weather was much better. And I went 10:8, 10:7 twice. That was on the same boost. That was on a Mickey Thompson ETSS radial, the more of a street tire. And then I switched to the Mickey Thompson ET Street R. I went to the track the following Friday, and I went 10:50, like 4 passes in a row. So I mean, the car, it's been like consistently. I would say it's consistently. What do you mean? What was your fastest bone stock pass? Oh well, the car was only stock for about a month, but I went 12:1 at 117, I think. I don't know. I didn't run the van yet, but that van has got to be. I would say it's like a high 13-second car. The van. It's got a lot of torque. It makes a ton of torque. I'm actually selling my welds, my tires, my race stars because I want to get a matching set of wheels. Um, I've ran a lot of drag radials over my lifetime, and I am a huge Mickey Thompson fan, and I would only run on our cars if it's going to be dedicated just for drag racing. If you have an automatic car, I recommend a Mickey Thompson ET Street R 305 45 17. That is the only tire I would run on that car. It hooks so much better than the ET Street SS. The ET Street SS is more like something you could drive back and forth to the track. If you get caught in the rain, you could drive on it. They tell you that you can't, but I've done 60 miles per hour in the rain. So if you want to go fast, get a Mickey Thompson ET Street R. They went up. I mean, I remember I got a pair on sale. I think July they do like a Mickey Thompson sale at Jegs. I got them for like $265 a tire. Right now they're over $300 a tire. The fronts I'm running a 26 by 6 by 17 Mickey Thompson Sportsman radial. I don't think so. I still think the SS, the R hooks way better than the SS. Way better. I've had both tires on my car. Did I say I was selling the Vortec? It's still in the car. I have no idea what I'm doing. Listen, if it's for sale, everybody will know. What do you think of a nine-speaker system versus a B&O? Yeah, I don't do the audio. Don't ask me. I would be happy with a cassette player in my car. Yeah, the 275 5017. It's the M&H. I don't like M&H tires. And the 275 4017, the Mickey Thompson is it's got a really low profile, and yes, it's less rotational mass, so it will accelerate faster because it's a shorter tire. But I tried it and it did not make a difference for me. Yo, guys, why are you talking about audio? Who gives a shit about audio? Yo, you remember when like when I first started driving, a lot of cars didn't even have CD players. So what I would do, remember you would have to get the adapter. You would put the cassette in the tape player, and then you would run the like it was like not an aux. Yeah, I think it was an aux to like your like your Sony Discman, right? And you put your Discman in there. And you had to always make sure you had batteries. And then on top of that, if you hit a bump, it used to skip the CD. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I remember that. Yeah, I remember when Sirius Radio first came out. Everybody was like, "Oh, da 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 da." Yeah, I'm definitely changing my oil in the van. No, I actually might bring the van to the dealer because I got a really good warranty on it. What's up, Lou B? I never had anything good. I had like a Memorex CD player. I didn't even have a Sony. I was so cheap. I'm running a stock fuel system with a BAP, boost up pump. You know, my first one of my first cars was so base model that it only came with a driver's side mirror. It didn't have a mirror on the passenger side because it was Canadian version. That's how budget one of my Hondas was. Yes, I'm on a stock drive shaft. I broke a couple of those too. So what's going on in the YouTube world? I missed all that shit. After I seen that whole like Destroyer Gray and all that shit going on, I kind of like took a step back and I was like, all right, people take YouTube way too seriously. I have Ford racing axles. What happened to the Mustang? It's parked in front of my house. What happened to my transmission? I kept changing the tool. I kept changing my tunes, and what happens is our transmission has. If you have a 10 already, and I said our transmission, most of you guys have that. So, um, what happens is we have like a really aggressive relearning system. Like our transmission adapts to how we drive. So what happened was I constantly I would be at the track and Rob would send me a file and be like, "Yo, try this out." I would see some knock. He would pull some timing out, or he would add fuel or whatever it was, and I constantly was changing the tune, changing the tune. What happened was my transmission adaptive learn just never learned my driving style because I constantly changed it. So I feel like that's what really had the problem. That's why I had that banging here and there, like the hard shift from like park to reverse. But that's gone. Like my transmission is extremely smooth now. I have not touched my tune since I think October 22nd. I haven't changed my tune, and ever since then, the car is just really, really smooth. Like, you know, a lot of guys when they tune the car and the transmission, you get like that real like aggressive like downshifting hard, or it jerks the car around, or you come to a stop, it like kind of bucks a little bit. All that is gone. I do not have that anymore, and it's because I actually left that tune in my car for a while. But otherwise, I was changing tune constantly because we were trying to figure out what would work. So Rob would just say, one of you guys in the chat, or you had an E85 tune in the car, which is not running right. It was just transmission felt weird. So it was shifting too fast, or it was shifting too slow, whatever. So Rob would send me the file and be like, "Yo, test this shit out. Let me know how it is." And I would test it out, and I let him. So I was constantly, I let him know how it was. So I was constantly changing. My transmission just never adapted to my style of driving. But now it's really smooth. It's smoother than stock. Let's see. Well, this is the Xander 13 automotive chat right now. What's up, Defobra? Adaptive learner. Palm Beach Dino Eagles failed. All right. Moderators, get rid of this guy. Get rid of him, please. Do what you guys got to do. You can ban them if you want. Palm Beach Dino Eagles fail. This guy. A lot of people have issues with the stock car bucking and stuff, and like I was just talking about, like since I haven't changed my tune, my car got much better with that. When you put your car in drive, does it throw the gear smoothly? No, mine's really smooth now. Like I was saying, it wasn't. It was bad at one point. I was like, holy shit, something is broken. I was like, oh my god, I broke something. But now, since it knows my style of driving, it's been good. My 10 already revs up a few hundred RPMs once in a while when I let off at the gas. That's normal. That's really normal. I've experienced that before. Update on the transit gas mileage. I have been getting like 16.5 to 17 miles per gallon. I actually got 2,000 miles on it already. 2,000 miles. Oh shit! Like how we are. Come here. Tune give me more RPM boost launch. What do you mean? Can the tune give me more RPM boost launch? Well, if you want the trans brake, yes, you could use the trans brake to launch, but I really wouldn't suggest that unless you're like doing a lot of racing like I was and you just didn't care at that point. That trans brake definitely has to damage things like over the long term. I mean, no one would know. I'm Lockdown GT18. That guy uses it like crazy, and I was using it like crazy. So, I mean, my transmission is fine. I actually probably should change the fluid. I have about 11,000 miles on that fluid and hard beating. I haven't changed it. I do have the fluid, but I just haven't had the time to change it. But otherwise, it's been good. The only thing what's up, Dale? Long time no torque. So I mean, otherwise everything's good with the car. Like, yeah, like it does. It kind of feels like shit. I don't know. It's because it's cold out and like the suspension parts, but maybe that's what it is. I probably should get like regular tires. I'm still running those Michelin summer tires, which have absolutely no traction when it's cold. So I drive like a bitch. So, guys, what else is going on? I'm going to stay on for a little while longer. I have to get back to listing shit on eBay. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask below. We have 60 people in here, so I'm sure there's 60 people wondering what the fuck I'm thinking. So, please ask me some questions. The chat is pretty quiet considering. Usually it's a little more chaotic. All right, let's go to live chat. Do I use 87 or 93 in the van? You know what? It's funny because I want to use 93 in the van, and my partner says, no, we're only putting 87 in it. He's like, I was on the forums, and everybody says the same gas mileage. I have to fill up a 93 and see if there's any difference. I sell all kinds of stuff on eBay, vintage clothes, whatever I find. There's a lot of shit. You'll have fun with the two valve. Listen, if you build anything, it's fun. It's just to the point where it's like, all right, I have other priorities, so it's just like I don't want to dump any more money into my car. I mean, I don't have to discuss this with the internet, like I really don't. But a lot of people question me constantly, and like I get a lot of messages and a lot of questions, and I'm just being real with people. Like I'm not, you know, I spent a lot of money on my car. I don't want to spend any more money on it. Well, you need to put a return fuel system in your car if you want to run E85 because you need to regulate fuel pressure. You can't regulate fuel pressure if you don't have a return. Yes, the tick came back, Scott. Mustang, Scott. Yes, it's back. Well, I was told if you want to send your converter to Circle D, that your stock converter, they can modify and send it back to you, but then your car is going to be sitting up. So someone like me my car is a daily driver, that doesn't make the doesn't make much. Sorry, I got so exhausted. That doesn't make much sense because then how the hell am I going to drive my car with no converter? What's up, Serpensteins? What is going on, bud? Real is the reason why I like this channel. Yeah, a lot of people can't handle the realness. I got some crazy trolls. What oil am I running? I'm running Rotella 5W40 diesel oil. It's got a nice big tractor trailer on the front of it, a tractor. That's just the oil I've been running since I dumped my first oil change at, I don't know, 700 miles. It's a Raptor. When I blow mine up next week, I'll send my converter. It's funny. Do you need a higher stall with the trans brake? Well, if you have a higher stall converter, you don't need to use the trans brake. You could just stall it with the foot brake, which is much safer than using the trans brake in the sense of it will cause less damage in the long run. If you have a 18 or 19 Mustang, you could run E85 on a naturally aspirated car on the stock injectors because it's direct injection, like, so we really have 16 injectors, so you can control the low and the high, and that's why you could run that on with the E85 without changing the injectors in the 18 and 19s. I hope that came out right. I try to make it come out right, but my phone's going off. I'm trying to look at the comments. Does my drive shaft clunk when I come to the stop? And no. How old is your van, Lou? My 15 did it. 50-50X, because I want to go E85 with the Whipple I have. But no, if you want to go E85 with your Whipple, you're going to need to get a full fuel system. You have a couple options. You have JN Tuning makes a fuel system, which I could hook you up with Juan. He'll help you out. Or you could use 4 fuel system, which is the one that's very expensive. I tried that oil, bro, and the car ticked like a motherfucker. No, your car's ticking like a motherfucker, but you drained your oil. Every time I drain my oil, my car ticks like a motherfucker, no matter what oil I put in it. Did anyone try 040? I was going to swap the 550 like they said on the power just for the warranty. With my Whipple, you need a bigger enough injector to support 85. Did you hear about the new way to take off the handbrake at the drag strip? No, I didn't hear about that. It's a 19. I have stage 2. I think you should do a fuel system, pull it down, and make sure to beat someone else that has a Vortec. I know exactly who you're talking about, Dale. I know exactly who you're talking. You mean the superstar that doesn't have a quarter-mile time yet? Ford said it's normal because it's 3-piece. Tell Ford what happens is, Lou, there's the coupler. I don't know if you call it a coupler, but on the front of the drive shaft, there's like this rubber grommet thingy. It's like that's what the drive shaft bolts into, and then bolts into the what the fuck, like the slip yoke on the back of the transmission. It's like a little round thing like this big. It's black, and what happens is it's rubber because it absorbs like the shock of the drive shaft. It starts to crack, and when it starts to crack, you'll get that bucking or that banging. Have you thought about updating the tiny screen? Yes, I actually have. Because I don't know, it don't bother me. I don't care. I barely listen to the radio. I love listening to my diff wine from my billet diff bushings. Yeah, it's true. When your center bearing shits the bed, they'll do that if there's play. The 18s are, it's hard. It's, they're not, we have really high compression, but having the other set of injectors helps, with pump gas and tuning. But, E85 is much easier to tune, and it's much easier to make power. It's kind of like, it's a given. Like, you should do it no matter what. But the thing is, it's not available in every state. It's not available in every city. It might be really highly available in Florida, but you come up to PA, and there might only be a few stations. So it's not for everybody. I understand pump gas, you cannot make as much power. Is it as reliable as E85? I think it's actually more reliable than E85. Everybody's been running pump gas for fucking centuries. Maybe not centuries, but close enough, right? If you get the drift. But E85 is the more popular thing, but E85 is very corrosive, and it can cause problems in the long-term problems too. So, you got to pick your poison. If you want to be a E85 guy, you can do it if you live in Florida. If you live in New York, you're not going to be running E85. And if it's a street car, you're running pump piss 93. So, listen, my whole theory about this whole fucking Mustang community, it's always how you could fill people's pockets. Everybody does it for the fame. They do it for the glamour. You can't even post something up about a question like, what size tire can I run on this rim? You get fucking attacked. First, you get attacked by the fucking dickheads that are on the Facebook pages. that they know fucking everything, but most of those guys can't even fucking screw a fucking light bulb. And then you have all those dickhead vendors that jump down your throat. Oh, I could do this and I could do that and I could do this and I could do that. It's fucking irritating. Yeah, I put in MS 109 in at Street Speeds at the call out, but I wasn't on just MS 109. It was a mix. So it wasn't like I was running straight pump gas. I had to drive there. It's not like I drained the fuel out. Well, Dale, if you see on my Facebook page, they're looking to break my balls. Ivan, what did S550 Mustang say? I was uh how much was my wheel and tire setup? Well, the welds are like 1100 for the rears, and the tires are 600 each. So that's 1700 for just the rears, and then the fronts I am running race stars because I'm ghetto. I think I paid like 400 for the front wheels, and the front tires were 400, so that's 800 plus slug nuts, so 1700 plus 800 with the low. I'm in myself like 2500. Ivan, stop deleting everybody's messages. Damn. Why is your 2018 Mustang piece of junk? It's just to bring people in here. Well, let's go get some shit headset. I know we got a Dale. We got to stop blocking Dale, please, Ivan. Dale's a friend of mine. I don't know. I can't give you an opinion on the GT500 because I didn't personally see it. And I haven't personally drove one before. No, look, Ivan, those aren't troll. Dale is my boy, and he's probably busting my chops. And the other guy is asking legitimate questions. So Dale's, yeah, he kind of buzzed. Dale's actually agreeing with me. I hope you did not block him. If you did, unblock him now. I have 355s in my yeah, I know. I should probably like just I know you, Dale, I know what you're saying. And I thought about it. And I definitely thought about it. And I'm thinking, maybe I'll just keep my fucking wheels and I'll put a little sauce tune in the fucking car and I'll just go kick his shit in because he's a hard parker anyway. Oh, you didn't miss nothing. We're just bullshitting. We are just bullshitting. Oh, yeah, you got clickbaited, baby. I sent you straight for the clickbait. Any thoughts on the potential hybrid Mustang for 2020? I just want to. Oh, I'm so. God, these questions. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Who gives a fuck? The 2020. We're not even close to 2020. My life is clickbait. How's that sound? Victor, I sell on Poshmark. I sell on Macerie, I think it's called. I sell on all kinds of shit. Oh yeah, I love my car, but it's definitely a piece of shit. The new thing is the fucking driver's seat squeaks. Oh, it drives me crazy. Damn, bro, I need a Snickers bar. What's my next mod to the van? I don't know. I'm either gonna do like a drop-in filter or like a cone. What I would definitely, I'm definitely gonna do a full exhaust. I got to do a full exhaust. No, the AWE exhaust is gone. That was like the best thing I ever did because that shit sounded like crap. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an intercooler. Yes, it's a work van, but I spend a lot of time in my work van, so I got to enjoy it. Why? What exhaust do you have, Dale? I sold it to someone in PA, actually. I wonder what happened to Boosted Addictions. Has anybody seen or talked to Dave? He's like MIA. I tried to call him. He never answered me. I think he's mad at me. So I told him it was his tune. And I told him it was false knock. So I don't know if he's mad at me. But I haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, man. You drive the high top? I got the medium. 100 inch. Nah, the EcoBoost 3.5 if you don't enjoy the sound of a turbo, you're fucking crazy. You are nuts. One day I will swap my 5.0 into my Aerostar. Dave doesn't work, so I don't know what the fuck he's busy with work for. Well, not that I know. I don't think he works. Listen, I've been around. I just haven't made any videos because it's fucking cold out. And I don't want to make a video on shit that doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna copy Stang mode and make a video of 5 mods not to buy. All right, guys, I'm getting off in a couple minutes. Like 3 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video like that. Something. I usually do the opposite of what Stang mode does. He yells at me. He gives me advice, and I always do the opposite. Guys, if you have any vintage clothing that you want to sell, like cool shit, like concert shirts and any kind of old skateboarding stuff, please message me on Instagram or Facebook if you're friends with me on Facebook, and I will buy that shit from you. Any kind of cool shit like that. I'm not getting a fucking New Edge. That's a pile of shit. I should do 6 mods not to buy. You know what my first mod not to buy would be? The fucking supercharger. Do not buy the supercharger, people. You don't want me to do water boring with my car? When I mean vintage, like 80s like shirts. I get a lot. I buy a lot of Tommy Hilfiger, vintage Tommy Hilfiger shit. Do a video, 5 mods Stang mode shouldn't have bought. It's actually funny. Or five reasons why Stang mode is slow, or 5 reasons why Xander's even slower than Stang mode. Rest in peace. So is anybody boosting their car in the next 2 months? Anybody? Anybody? Xander, what's big power? Explain to me. What is big power? I would like to know. Oh, guys, all you guys, 750 plus, but what are you going to do with 750 plus? What's going to happen when you start breaking shit? What are you going to do? Guys, I just want to let you know, if I put a little wrench next to your name, you now have to donate $5 right now. Otherwise, I'm going to get rid of the wrench, because that's what Tall Guy Reviews told me to do. Oh God, we got the LPF twin turbo guy in here. If you want your car to be reliable and still be fast at the same time, go with a naturally aspirated setup, or maybe a little bit of boost. But when you start making upwards of 600 plus horsepower, things will fail, things will break, and there comes responsibility with those things, especially if you want to have a warranty. So don't be like me and fully send it. Think it through and learn from dickheads like me. Thank you, Slick, for the $4.99. Who needs a wrench? Everybody want wrenches? I'll give everybody wrenches, but it's going to cost you, which I'm totally lying. MaxiPad Max Epic Man Pun Monday live stream. Kong76. We have a snowflake in the chat. For $5, right? Tell him, Keith, for $5 you could get free emojis. Listen, I'm making 717 horsepower. It's not fast enough. I'm probably when I run a little bit of that sauce, probably a little more horsepower. Live in Houston, so LPF is convenient. Do you not like them? No, I never said I didn't like them. Not at all. I think this setup is pretty cool and innovative. I would have ran an LPF setup on my car. Just take. Yo, what's up? Speed Addict. Don't you have those, like, you have a big event coming up, right? I'm jealous. Xander got to get the 5th line. I'll tell the truth, got a new trans. Bro, Xander, if you hit 10s before, I don't think that Xander's gonna hit 10s before Stang Nugget. I don't think it's gonna happen. You need seat time to go fast. What's up, Pat? What's going on? Dave from Chicago, but his name is Pat the One. I always call you Pat the One. Do I think Xander's going to go 10s before Stang mode. I highly doubt it. And the only reason why, Stang mode has a lot of seat time. Stang mode has a ton of passes on the car. So with experience comes faster times. Salty Stang. I'm being pretty salty tonight. No, I'm having a great night. Thank you for asking. Ford versus the world. Oh shit, full auto GT. And guys, if you guys follow the Facebook gods of Facebook, the Mustang Cool Kids, one of those guys, I'm not going to mention his name because he doesn't deserve to get his name mentioned on my channel. He went 10s at a really fast track, in a really, really good DA, and he is in a really, really light Mustang GT. And when you start to drop weight, it plays a huge, huge part of how fast your car will go. Thank you, Speedy Wins. I appreciate the $5. Stang mode should have been 10s. It's there. The car, he's got it. He had oxygen sensor problems, and he never really ran the car with the N-Gauge tune setup. He was running the car on the SCT, which he could not see that his oxygen sensors were bad from the E85 and the headers. So, that was definitely holding him back. But his car went pretty fast for the fucked up setup that he was running. So I think when he gets back at it in like the next month and a half, 2 months, I think he's going to go 10s easily, very easily, because he'll be on a different tune setup, and he needs to lighten the car up. He also does have a premium car, which is fucking loaded, and it weighs more than a base model. Thank you, Speedy Wins. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I think I am done. I highly doubt reverse mullet mode will do 10s. Nah, he'll do it. He'll get there. I'll make sure he gets there. And if not, I'll just make him drive my car and he'll go 10s. So, yeah, it's funny. It's funny because, everybody's superstars when the DA is low, but once if you ain't doing that shit in over 1,000 DA, your shit is not as fast as you think it is. Wow. It shouldn't be anybody over anybody. I don't agree with that. I feel like you can't say Xander over Stang mode or Stang mode over Xander. You can't talk like that, because you know what? You got to give respect to Stang mode, because he's one of the originators when it comes to the 18 Mustang platform. He's the one that brought the videos, and he did a lot of work. And he did a lot of footwork, and he puts a lot of time, a lot of effort and time into his channel. So, guys, you should definitely respect that. And I respect anybody that grinds out and keeps up hustling, because this shit is not easy, and people fail to realize that. Even guys as big as Mike, Street Speed 717, you don't understand. That's a job, man. It's a lot of work that he needs to get up every day and have something to post up to make a video, because now that's pretty much his job and his income. So I don't treat this as an income or a job. I make peanuts compared to guys like Xander. Xander's a big shot now. He's balling. Almost got 1 million views on one video. And I just do it just to do it. And I do it just kind of I like to argue with people, I think. Kind of like to argue with people. But, guys, that's it. I am fucking going to list shit on eBay. The tracks open up here in 36 days, so I think you should do your research before you say that. Peace out, guys. Have a wonderful fucking night.